As promised, we're back. Good news. The man of the hour is here. We ready to bring him out? All right, let's do this. You know him and love him. Jack himself, Mr. Alexander Calvert!
Thanks for being here, Rob. Yeah. I do like the, as promised, we're back. As if potentially you wouldn't be.
No, but I mean, because your last thing was running late, so I had to come out and be like, well, Alex is coming, but he's not here yet.
Okay.
So stand by, talk to your neighbor, and think about...
You know, I don't blame me, though. I blame Jared and Jensen, almost perpetually.
Always.
Yeah. If something goes wrong, I go, it's definitely their fault.
Right. And Mike Borja.
You know, it did feel, I was going to say something.
Yeah, I felt Borja-ish.
Yeah, it felt a little empty.
Yeah. This is Charlotte. Charlotte Alex.
Hi, Charlotte. Thank you to Roba Bene, Italy's own. When we were in Italy, we spoke with the fake Italian accent for almost the whole trip. I think real Italians everywhere were pissed off. But then you had a roba bene and a make it a pizza. So Italian Americans, please don't hate me. How are you guys feeling this weekend? So like a 3. But a 3 out of 4 is not bad. Yeah, stoked to be here in this wooded, beautiful fall evening-ish. What? It is hot. I don't know. This is the South, right? This is kind of hot, even for the South. I'm learning so much on this trip. That's always what it's about for me, is education. You guys have any questions for me, or? I don't have any real exciting personal anecdotes. I'm watching Seinfeld. That's pretty cool. Yada, yada, yada. I was tired this morning. Yeah, and I'm retired, so it's really exciting for me.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. One congratulations. I love that. Someone there has my back. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's start over here.
Hi, my name is Max, and first of all, you're very attractive. But my question for you...
Got that one right out of the way. This day can end today. Go for it.
Oh, you want to go?
Thank you! Actually, I'm totally going back to that. Don't tell the band. Let's try this. Okay, thank you. I'm attractive and I can't play guitar. Go!
Right, so my question for you, was there a scene that you filmed as Jack that got cut that you really wish would have been included? Or if you don't have one, is there something that you wish that you could have filmed?
First of all, great t-shirt. I would never, ever do this myself, except to wear it here, and all the time. So, with TV, you're actually shooting on quite a tight schedule. So, most of the time we're adding scenes. We kind of run short as opposed to things actually getting cut. So I'll give you kind of the reverse of that story. So one episode, you know, sometimes when things are going too well, you know, we're doing like 12-hour days, I'm getting home for dinner, I'm like, oh, this episode's going really smoothly. That's when you know things are about to go really poorly. So it turns out this episode was short, so they had to add a scene. So the scene that was added, I don't know if you guys remember, but basically I'm eating cereal in the middle of the night, and then Misha comes in, well, Misha. Castiel comes in, sorry I do that all the time. I'm like, yeah, like, me and Jensen were, I'm like, no, me and Dean. But yeah, Cass comes in and we have this kind of silly conversation that literally reiterates what's happening in the story, but like, we have to talk about it because we had to fill another 2.5 minutes in the episode. So yeah, that's kind of what happened there. And then now sometimes I see photos of me on the internet with my cheek half full of cereal, looking very guilty. So, because we were short on time. So that's kind of how it goes. Thanks. Hi.
So my question is actually really serious, so I'm really sorry.
Wow, okay. Let me brace myself.
After appearing on the show's one for each season, what lessons did Jack teach you as a human being?
What lessons did Jack teach me as a human being?
It's like, like a life lesson. Like
Oh, no, I just wanted to make sure I heard you correctly.
Okay.
Serious question, front row, like, oh. Hopefully your kids can't read. Damn it. So I think what I loved the most about Jack was that he had kind of, although his innocent nature definitely got him into a lot of his problems, he was so sweet and loving and like really thought the best in people, even when things were extremely difficult and hard. So like, I think the biggest thing for me that I could take from that was like, be more grateful, be kind, and then for me, like, I think all of us can be here's a serious answer. I'll get back to dick jokes very shortly, I'm sorry. But yeah, if you can understand someone better, and if you can be more loving and more kind, like, those are kind of the most important things to me in the world, is like, if you can see the good in someone, and I try to remind myself of those things, especially when, life is hard, or we're being judgmental, or, those kind of things. I try to think not what would Jack do, because WWJD people may not like that. Although, those wristbands would still work. I'm digging a hole here. Kindness, love, because in life, really, if you don't have those things, kind of what else is there, Always dick jokes. Hi.
Hi, my name's Andrew Kimna.
Did you read that off your phone? I do like that. You're like, my name's shit. Andrew. Yes. Okay.
If you could have done more scenes with Lucifer on the show, what ideas would you have in mind for scenes in the show?
Well, I say this many a time, but I am not a writer. I can barely read myself. That's why I didn't know these socks were offensive. I thought they just said, friends now. I really need to put more thought into this. I love working with Mark so much that I would have literally, if there was a scene with him being like, hey, tie your shoes, I would do that for 30 minutes straight, just to work with Mark, because he's that awesome. I don't know. I think there could have been more scenes towards the end with kind of a resolution between the two characters. But I had so much fun working with him and getting to pull out my lightsaber and just anything with him, or especially when they brought him back and he was kind of my dark self. I remember sitting in this abandoned factory, and then I'm all sad and mopey as Jack was. But then he would kind of appear, he's like, hey kid, what are you up to? And I'm just like, oh, I'm sad. And he's like, being sad's cool. I feel like he should have offered me a cigarette or something. Hey kid, you like being cool? You like being real cool? Yeah, I don't know. What? You got some good ideas for me?
Oh, I think more ideas would be like you said, more scenes in the AU with them, or more father in some moments. And
Yeah.
maybe Lucifer trying to rub it in Sam Dean's face, I'm a real father.
Again, I'm your real father. As long as I don't have to call him daddy, I'm fine. No. Woo! I'm just like, nope, let's cut that off right there. Guys, WWJD.
Maybe like some scenes of you and him maybe taking down some angels together, like that.
Yeah, I mean, the real thing I wanted to do on the show that we never kind of got to, and I think like, I don't know how you guys would have reacted, but I really wanted Jack to go bad, at least for like 6 episodes. You know, for him to be like Lucifer or like a god character that is like, going after the boys, I think would be really, really fun. And like, would have been really cool to see how Sam and Dean would have reacted to like, their own kid kind of turning against them. I thought that would have been a really fun story arc. So if we do season 16, guys, or at this point, if we do like the holiday TV movie, Jack ruins Christmas, but like in a really cute sweater. I think this has legs. Yeah. I'm down for that one. Thank you. Thank you for remembering your name. Shout out to you.
Hey.
Hi.
So this is really an interesting question, fair warning.
I like that you guys are framing your own questions. It's good.
I have a photo op with you later, and I wanted to know what pose we should do, because I cannot think of anything.
Do you guys know about the Ruthie?
I'm sorry? No.
Shout out to Ruth Connell. Basically, I was doing a photo with Ruth, and she kind of did this one. So, obviously, there's a lot of people that come up to you in your photos, and they'll be like, I don't know, whatever you want. And then I'm like, have you heard of the Ruthie? So basically, every time I do that, I try to make people regret giving me the choice. However, if you guys want to do the Ruthie today, I will do it in honor of Ruth Connell. I donate a penny for her every time that I do it, as a copyright claim.
She deserves it, she's amazing.
Right, isn't she the best? She's much cooler than me, and way more Scottish. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Julia.
Hi.
So I was wondering, obviously due to COVID, we didn't get to see Jack pull Cass from the empty, and I really would have loved to see that. And I was wondering how that conversation would have gone with Jack, what there to get him, how that would have gone down.
Once again, I'm not a writer. I will give you a sneak preview, though, of what I probably would have done. That's me pulling on you. And then afterwards, I probably would have done one of these. I really think the director would have been like, cut, what the fuck, man? What? Yeah, I don't think they would have been happy with me, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jack would have probably just been mopey-eyed, be like, Steve. Cass probably would have been like, let me put you in my trench. Trench coat, guys, God. There's so many things you have to avoid saying on stage, like the words daddy, and just be like, woo! Trench daddy. If you guys start referring to that, I will not be mad, because I just picture, you know what? I might be, because Misha would probably enjoy it.
Hashtag.
What?
Hashtag.
It will be a t-shirt shortly. Whew. Yeah, trench daddy. See, I feel like we're coming a lot of like workshop ideas today. We got the TV movie, Jack Ruins Christmas, Trench Daddy, we got WWJD. I mean, I think there's real potential here. I should talk to Stans. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
What's the best movie you've seen recently?
I don't know, mostly I've been seeing a lot of garbage recently. I don't know about you. I keep going to the movies and I keep trying to get excited, and then most of them have been crap. I know Eternals comes out this week. Nah, it looks like shit.
You like in the theater? Like
Okay.
the old
Okay. So, I mean, Rob's got a movie out called Violet that I really want to see this week. But I just saw The French Dispatch, and that was really fun. I don't know if you guys saw that one at all. Why? What should I be watching?
James Bond.
I don't know.
I saw James Bond. Did you guys like it?
Yes. Neil Craig's amazing.
No. I saw Dune. Did you guys like it? See, I'm starting to feel like I'm the problem. You know, ultimately, it's like, 5 people could dislike you, but then eventually they're probably right. So I'm starting to feel like I'm the issue here. Dune was really fun though. It was really huge and expansive, and God, a lot of sand though. I just kept picturing them filming and like them just having to like wipe their eyes constantly. Yeah, well, why? What should I be watching?
I don't know.
All right, cool. Hi.
Hello. So my question is, well, growing up, I started watching Supernatural when I was 14 years old, and all of the characters were relatively a lot older than I was. So when Jack finally came into Supernatural, I was about 18 or 19, and it was really cool having someone to relate to who was around my age. So my question is,
He was only like days old though, you know that.
Yeah. I met an actor who was relatively close to my age. So my question is, being still relatively young, 30 years old. You're 30 years
Kind of
old.
on the decline now, you know?
I don't think so.
I should be having children at this point, you know?
How did you, playing Jack, did you kind of take from yourself playing a younger character whose mindset wasn't, as developed but would grow throughout the series? How did you achieve that? And was it difficult or was it easy? Could you pull from yourself?
Well, I think with all characters, you're definitely pulling from yourself. I think the great illusion and the trick for me for acting is like, you get to like share secrets with everyone in this room, but you don't know what those secrets are, which is really fun for me, because you get to inject so much of yourself into the character. I don't know, I just kept trying to think of like, what would an alien do? Or like, what would, like initially I was thinking like, those very like remote parts of the Amazon and they'll like fly over and like, it's an untouched tribe. I would think about like, what that would be like in terms of how alien everything was. But yeah, I also was just like, how naive can I be? How like pure can I be? So I had to dig back a couple of years for that, for sure. Especially with Trench Daddy around. No, not pure at all. But yeah, like getting to play my most naive, vulnerable self was like really fun and nice. But I'm glad you got to see someone on screen that you could like, relate to. That for me is always really, really touching to hear that people saw me on there and was like, oh, I get it and I relate to that person. Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Hi.
I wanted to know if you had any embarrassing moments to share, like from anyone in the cast.
My whole life is an embarrassing moment. What do you mean? Someone else's. I don't know, like, all of them are like so like cool guy thing. Like, I think it'd be really hard to embarrass them. You know what I mean? I think Jared made a lot of fart jokes, but I don't think he was embarrassed at all. I would have been embarrassed. Embarrassing, no. Sorry. I can tell you like my embarrassing thing would be like I'm naked in front of 100 strangers. That was embarrassing because you start to have all sorts of questions about things. Yeah, that was embarrassing for sure. And then just like, yeah, being topless in front of anyone is strange, but then to do it in front of strangers, especially strangers you've never met before, was definitely embarrassing for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that dream you have? You're like in front of a, this is like, they're like, picture everyone naked. Don't do that. Doesn't help. Picturing all you guys naked right now, I would be uncomfortable, because I'd be like, why am I not naked? Whoever came up with it anyway, That's strange. Hi.
Hi. So my question is, throughout the series, Jack is a reference to being called the Antichrist, which isn't true because in season 5 we actually meet the Antichrist and we never hear from him again. And so my question is, how would Jack...
You're not happy about that, are you?
No, it's fine. I'm just wondering...
You're like, there's a major hole in the story.
But my question is, like, how would Jack react knowing that there is another powerful being out there, and how would they possibly interact with each other?
Well, in terms of like powerful beings that I wish Jack would have interacted with, I definitely wish there would have been like some Crowley Jack stuff. I feel like that would have been really fun. Once again, for the TV movie, Jack Ruins Christmas. We're bringing back Crowley. That's my plan at least. I don't know, I do think that like, that would have been really fun, first of all, but I think Jack would have been comforted in knowing that like he wasn't the only one out there. I think Jack was like very lonely on his kind of little journey that he went on, because he never really met anyone like him, you know? Castiel would probably be the closest, but like never anyone his own age, you know? The only girl he had a possibility of ending up with or even seeing like tried to kill him in one episode, so not helpful. But yeah, I think that would have been nice though, just for him to have like an equal or someone that he could relate to, you know? The poor guy spent most of his time alone. It's true, I don't know, what do you want? Hi.
Hi, I was wondering if you could give Jack a catchphrase, what would you make it?
I mean, yeah, I like it. It was probably the closest thing I got to a catchphrase. It's gotta be nougat related. Why, you got a catchphrase? You got some trademark for me?
No, I do not.
By nougat. I don't know. Once again, not a writer. Hello.
So I know a lot of people here have probably heard of you in the dog pile on set. So along with that,
Still recovering from the injuries from that, yes.
So alongside that moment, what is one of the funniest moments on set?
Well, first of all, that moment wasn't funny at all. It was painful. Jared's not a small man. I don't know if you guys have seen. He's not light either. Sorry, what was the funniest moment? You know, it's subjective. I don't know. Sometimes the best moments for me would be like, it sounds weird, but like 3 a.m. on like a Friday, and like we've been shooting for way too long, and we're super tired, and we're outside, and like all 4 of us would just be like in the Impala, and literally it'd be like, I think I was the first person to show Jensen drunk people doing things. So like, as soon as that page came up, it was just like, I think I lost both of them for like 2 or 3 days. Because they're like, it just keeps going back. I'm like, right? Yeah, just those little moments where like, we would just be together in the car, and you know, those for me were like the funniest moments where I'd be laughing too hard or couldn't keep it together. And then yeah, sometimes obviously you guys have seen the bloopers, but like, yeah, that was not all the time, because how could we ever get an episode done? But yeah, like, what?
How did you get an episode done with Jared?
I don't know, we have great editors on the show. Because sometimes, yeah, literally the joke was on set, it's like, Supernatural, the comedy. Because I swear they were, yeah. My favorite part was that like, they would try to make you laugh when the camera's on you. And that's kind of understandable because they're not on camera, and then like, they want to make you look like an idiot by you laughing through the takes. But then I was most impressed by the fact that they would ruin their own coverage. Like they would continue the joke as they were being filmed. So I'm like, you know you're on camera right now, right? Yeah, not specific, but you know, it's always the little moments, you know? Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Appreciate you asking me. Thank you.
This was so civil. I like this. Thank you.
Well, one movie I would like to tell you to go see is Venom: Let There Be Carnage. It was really action-packed, so that's a good movie to check out.
I did see that. I just wanted to see Tom Hardy yell at himself. I can't lie.
like it?
He's just like unhinged in the movie. It's, yeah. And the behind the scenes is literally like him talking to like a big green venom hand. And he's just, I picture him like, the poor guy was just yelling at himself for like 4 months straight. It's impressive.
And my question is, speaking of movies, would you reprise your role as Anarchy in a DC live-action movie? And if you could, which Batman actor would you like to play?
Ooh, so vague. Okay, that is one movie I'm really excited for. The new Batman coming out looks awesome. I would, sorry, am I playing Anarchy or someone else playing Anarchy?
You are playing.
Okay. Yes, got the job. Yeah, that would be so cool. I think those movies are kind of the best, best made movies of the superhero thing. I haven't seen the Pattinson one, so I don't know, but I think I gotta go, this is gonna skewer me for people. Who would you pick?
Personally, I think you would be perfect for Robert's one that's coming out this year in March.
Yeah.
I think it would be awesome in the Ben Affleck version too.
Ben Affleck, he's so jacked in that movie. I think I would pick Christian Bale. I think he's my favorite Batman. Although I do love the old ones, they're so kitsch, Like the one with like Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey is absolutely hilarious. But I do feel really bad for Val Kilmer though, because like if you watch in the movie, he can't move his neck. So everything's like this, like... Yeah, and he's got a documentary on Netflix, and he's like, it's like I was in like a chamber, and I'm like, oh no! I feel terrible. But definitely Christian Bale, he was so good.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. How you guys doing? You hanging in there? Hello.
Hi. First of all, I hope you're doing well today, but my question is, if Bobby and Jack, the Bobby from Sam and Dean's universe, if they had met and had a conversation, I was wondering, how do you feel like that would have gone?
I guess I met the other Bobby then, yeah? Yeah. I was like, I spent a lot of time with Bobby, but the different one. I don't know, maybe he'd show me how to, like, drive stick or something. Show me around, like, the used car lot. Show me how to wear a hat at all times, I don't know. I would also be really stoked to, do anything with Jim Beaver. He's also fantastic. Why? What's your Bobby Jack fantasy? Don't answer that weird, please. Please use restraint.
I was just curious on what kind of relationship they would have, if it would be more of a, like, grandfather-grandson or father-son style.
Yeah, I don't know. He definitely kind of seems like the tough love kind of guy, So, yeah, I think he would it'd be like showing me how to use tools or something,
Best dad ever.
That'd be fun. Again, more for the Christmas movie. Jack and Bobby build like a manger or some shit. I don't know. Hello.
Hi. So my question is, with Jack ruling heaven and Rowena as the queen of hell, are they working out some kind of like joint custody arrangement so she can come visit Sam and Dean?
I think she only, is she still the crush on Dean? Is that or is it Sam? Okay. See, I feel like she'd be kind of making, she'd be like, ooh, I saw Sam was up there. Can we visit? Or she's like, maybe you can send him down to hell or I can restrain him. This is starting to feel less like a Christmas movie and more like the adult film.
That would probably ruin Christmas. So. Did
you say it would probably ruin Christmas?
It might ruin Christmas.
Or it will be the sexiest Christmas ever. Once again, not a writer. I do like this hypothetical though. I think they've come to some sort of agreement, mostly for the exchange of Jared. Just pass him around, One day up there, a couple days down there. Let him figure it out. Don't tell his wife. That'll be the key. But no, in my mind, we have a wee bit of an exchange. And I think there would be good co-parents, good balance,
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks. Hello.
So I'm a freshman
USA acting major in college who's trying to go for a career in acting, and I was just wondering, what are your best pieces of advice for someone my age who is trying to pursue a successful acting career like you?
How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18? Well, welcome to the world. There's a tough one out there. God damn. I don't know. That's really hard to say. Are you doing like theater, or are you doing?
I'm doing both theater and.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be too pessimistic. It's a really hard business. I think ultimately, though, you just have to like do stuff that makes you happy. And if that's like making a short film, or if that's like making a play, or I think you have to like be creative in other endeavors that are just beyond like the normal ones. But yeah, I would just say like keep going and like keep pursuing this. When I was 18, I was washing dishes at Boston Pizza. So and then when I told people that I wanted to be an actor, people laughed at me. So true story. So yeah, I think just know that you're right even when you don't know that. Does that make any sense? Because I think like this is like right, and you have to know that more than anybody else, and to keep going.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Sorry, serious answer.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Just a question for you. So your last episode in the series, you absorbed Lucifer's powers, Michael's powers, and some of Chuck's until the body Chuck.
Got a lot of people in me, jeez. No. Everything I say, I'm sorry. Again, this is my fault when I said, I have so many people in me. Like, that's my fault. Okay. Sorry, please continue.
The question I have also is, because it wasn't really discreetly said, he was also in that room when Lucifer killed the third incarnation of death. Did he absorb death's powers, thus in turn also making him death in a way?
Yeah, I mean, I want to think that he kind of absorbed all the bad and kind of, made it all right. He's like mushrooms in a way, just kind of a self-cleaning, self-generating thing. I think if Jack had one comparison, he would be fantastic fungi. It's very nice. Great documentary, I don't know if you guys want to watch that. Really beautiful if you like mushrooms. Nature's healer. We need more of them. What do I fucking know? Anyways, yeah, I'd like to think that he absorbed all that and hopefully gave some good back to the world. If only Jack was real, I feel like we could use some of that right now, In theory. Hello.
Hey, Alex.
Hi.
So when Jack was born, he said that he had to grow up fast. Do you think that after everything had settled and Jack was done fixing heaven, he would have liked to revert back to his actual age and maybe get to live in actual childhood?
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably tough though. Like, once you're God, how could you go back to being free? Although, like, if Jack just had like extensive time with Lego, that would be really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think the tragedy of Jack for me was that like he never got to be a kid. He never got to really have friends his own age. He never got to skateboard. So I think once you have like infinite knowledge and power, I think it'd be really hard to go back to be a 3-year-old. Unless there was Lego involved, then I'm down. Hello.
Okay, so my question for you is if you've ever been on the receiving end of any pranks on set, whether it's from like Jensen or Jared or Misha, like anybody.
You new here or what?
It's kind of a two-part thing, and then if you've ever gotten any good revenge pranks.
No, I had an idea for a revenge prank. Can I tell you guys this one?
Yes.
But then I thought it was wildly inappropriate and could end my career, so I thought maybe not. But but I'll share it with you guys, because you're not going to tell anyone, right? Sure. Don't tell Warner Brothers, it's fine. But basically what I wanted to do with the last day, so, we wrapped filming and people were very nice, they clapped, and I kind of got to share some words with the crew. Basically, I just was like, hey, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so thankful I got to spend 3 years with you guys. I'm very, very thankful. You guys are lovely, awesome people. But what I wanted to do was, I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes Jared and Jensen drink very expensive scotch. It's delicious, it's fine. What I wanted to do is get them a scotch box, that comes in the box, and I was gonna give it to them as a present. And I was gonna be like, hey, I really love working with you guys. And I got this for you, and I'd love if you guys would open it and share it with the crew. So what I wanted to do was stick a giant dildo in there. And then have them open it in front of everyone and just be like, all right, goodbye. But I thought that would be inappropriate to do in a professional environment. I just feel like that would, kind of reflect poorly on me,
Now,
Alexander Calvert brings sex toy to set, presents it in front of everyone.
You should have done it.
I don't think so, but that was my revenge prank in my mind. But I think by the end of the series, it would have been pretty inappropriate. Also with COVID happening and everyone kind of just doing their best to do their jobs, a giant dildo may not have helped. Maybe next time for the Christmas movie.
I didn't read it, and I was wondering, what
Great name.
is one quote that you live by that Jack has said?
No, I can't even think of one. Not I like nougat, because that would probably lead me to diabetes or something. One cannot exist on nougat alone, would be a good piece of advice. I don't know, I liked his little rainfall speech at the end. I thought that was kind of beautiful. I don't know if I could say I could live by that, but for me it would be more so Jack's virtue and kindness to people would kind of be the biggest thing that I hope to take from him, but I'm not perfect. Do you have a quote that I should be living by?
Not really. I really enjoyed him proving himself to Lucifer, just saying I'm not truly you, you have good in you. Because I was just really proud of that, and I was really happy to hear it.
Yeah, that was really fun. It was nice for Jack to have his own identity at that point and kind of get out of the shadow of his father. We're not all blessed to be born in the best family sometimes. So for Jack to kind of
Family don't end with blood.
doesn't end with ball caps either. No, for that moment to happen, I thought was really beautiful, and I was also really happy for Jack to just kind of prove himself and step out. What does RuPaul say? You get to choose your family. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering if you could do your Jack hello for us, if it doesn't make you uncomfortable.
Well, it's not like I'm taking off my clothes. I do it all the time. Ready? This is how much character work. Hello. The worst part about this is if I die tomorrow, that'll probably be on my tombstone. If I get hit by a car today, please come up with, lie to everyone and I said something profound instead of that. Do you have a question, or I can dance too,
Yeah, I also have a question. I just recently watched Edge of 17 with you and Haley Steinfeld in it. I was just wondering if you really enjoyed that role.
No. I really did not enjoy that role because my character was a complete asshole. Yeah, also I don't know if you guys have seen Edge of 17, I'm sure some of you have, but we have a makeout scene in a car, and I'm pressuring her to have sex with me. So it wasn't really fun to film, to be honest, because you just feel like a piece of shit, which is generally not how I want to live my life. Also, people are like, was it fun, like making out with her? And I'm just like, no, we did it for 8 hours. Like, no one wants to make out with anyone for 8 hours. You could be the person you're in love with the most in the world, and you'd still be like, I'm fucking tired, you know? Yada yada yada.
Thank you.
It was hard. No. I am absolutely bombing this panel, okay? Hello, please don't ask me about that question.
Hi, my name is Kate, and my question was, if as Pascal's child, and he also has someone else who's taken under his wing, Claire Novak, if they ever met, how do you think their sibling relationship would be at first, and would they grow to care about each other and possibly even do cases together? How do you think that their dynamic would be?
Oh man, I'm still bummed that the spin-off didn't happen. Yeah. I talk to Brie all the time, and it's just you see some of the other shows that are on TV, and then I think of the possibilities of that, and it makes me upset. However, not in my control. Even though I'm God, I can't do anything. But yeah, I mean, that would be such a fun dynamic for those characters to explore and have them work together and solve cases. I think that'd be so fun. And I think Jack kind of loves everyone, so I don't see them not getting along, you know? So hopefully they would care about each other.
Thank you.
Thanks. Roba bene! Last question, go.
Hi, okay, so I do community theater, and I'm going to be doing a show next year where I have to die on stage. What is your best advice for dying?
Wow. To make it look painful? Listen, I'm not a method actor, so I haven't died before, so it's very hard for me to say. But what's the show called?
It's called Puffs. It's an off show of Harry Potter.
Oh,
it's really
Try not to die with your eyes open, that's awkward.
Oh yeah, and find a comfortable way to die, because you have to lay there for a while sometimes, right?
And hold your breath.
Somebody's going to have to catch me, and I don't know who the fuck it is, so it's going to be really weird.
Well, best of luck. Charlotte, thank you so much. Thank you.